Welcome everybody, Squeaky Bear Gamer here, and I'm going to just kind of like talk about a few things that happened this last week, and especially the most exciting thing that happened was the Game Awards that happened on Thursday. It kind of jumped at me. I forgot to put it on my calendar, so I was lucky that Facebook reminded me. But yeah, it was actually a pretty satisfying award ceremony. I was pretty happy by some of the games that won it, and also just kind of like learning like what's out there, what people are liking and everything, which I feel like it's important for me as a YouTuber to like educate myself if I'm going to be doing video games. I do know that there are certain things that like I won't do, like the games that did win. Witcher 3 won like a lot of awards, especially like the main award, the game of the year. I don't think I would play a game like Witcher 3 on this channel. It's a long RPG game, and it's not the kind of thing that I feel would really be right for this kind of channel. I think Undertale is doing very well with it, but like Witcher 3 isn't really my genre. It's a little bit darker, and I like something that's a little bit more like a little bit uplifting, when I play video games. There are some things like I understand like Life is Strange. I would love to play that, but I don't know if I would. I'd have to get it and everything. So, and it's a big game, so I don't think I would, but I would love to. Um, and then also the goodness, what was it called? Metal Gear Solid 5. The Phantom Pain. Beautiful game, awesome game. I watched Rad Black, say the word right, Rad Brad play it. He's a really good YouTuber. He does a lot of new games that come out, like huge AAA games, and he plays them and so that you can be able to see what it's like and everything, and he kind of tells people about how he feels about it. But it's a beautiful game. It looks like the mechanics are very good and everything. Beautiful soundtrack too. I hear that Metal Gear Solid is pretty much like that a lot of times. This one seemed like a little more realistic from what I was hearing people say rather than like the fantastic craziness that other ones have been. But I mean, I think that it was a very nice game. I think that it's a game that anybody could just jump into. Like, you don't really need to know the Metal Gear Solid franchise very much to jump into this. So I think that that's pretty cool about that. But that kind of game, I don't think I would play here as well because, again, it's the kind of game where you're just like, you're leveling up, you're doing repetitious stuff again and again. While with Undertale, it looks like everything's new, you're meeting new people, and you're continuously moving forward. Pokemon's a little bit like that too, but I don't know if I would do like maybe Pokemon Colosseum. I think that's what that one is, the GameCube game. It's a really, really good and excellent game. I love that. And so I might do something like that, though I hear that that can get repetitious as well. I try to like keep things fresh, like it's new stuff that you're going to see when you're seeing me play this. I don't want you to like just skip. I don't want this channel to be boring because I know that from experience as a watcher of YouTube that I like videos where it's basically stuff that's going to be how do I describe it? It's stuff that happens, like it's new stuff that happens, like with The Sims 4. I really enjoy The Sims 4. I like playing it myself, but when I watch people play Sims 4, it gets kind of boring because it's basically the same day going over again and again. People are leveling up their Sims. They go talk. They do random stuff. They build a house. They get better at their work and get new clothes. It's just the same thing over and over again, unfortunately. And unless it's something special like a Hunger Games like kind of scenario, it doesn't really work so much for me as a viewer. I get bored with that easily, unfortunately. Not to say that there are people who like don't like that kind of stuff. I do know people who enjoy that, and sometimes I like to play it just in the background, just for, white noise, which feels awful that I'm saying that I use YouTuber videos as white noise. Ugh. But I prefer to do I'm like thinking about me as a viewer. So, what would I want to see on the internet? So, I'm going to put on the internet what I would like to see. I don't necessarily want to watch a person play Metal Gear Solid all the way through. I think that I didn't watch Rad Brad do every single thing. I fast forward through a lot of things, or I just like let it play and I did other stuff during it. But with like Markiplier with some games, like when it was Soma, I like watched that all the way through. I was very enticed and wanting to see what was going on and figure out what the story meant and everything. So I'm trying to like think of games like that, but also I kind of want to feel the right genre, the right feelings, the right emotion and mood of the game as well. Like I don't want things to be like dark and disgusting and weird. I mean, I do like watching some of that stuff, but I wanted to kind of like do videos where it's more like just kind of stuff that are interesting, the underdogs really. Like I want to play like a lot of indie games. I just recently got a cool indie game. It's Ruby, RWBY, and if you haven't heard of that anime, you need to go see that anime. It is so good. It is so amazing. It's made by these independent people who love anime, and it's a beautiful story, beautiful characters, very interesting fighting style and cool story. I think I already said that, but I really love it. And they made a game for it. It's currently like still in development, but they released it so that people can try it out. I have beaten it basically. I've done the best I can in that game. Like I went through it and I found like all the secrets, and I like you can only go up to level 10, and that's it. And then you can upgrade your your three magic things. I've already done like I maxed out everything. And you only go through I think 4. Let me think. Is it 4? I think it's 4, maybe 3, 4 levels. And you just go through them in a row, and then you have like a team that goes with you. You have yourself, and then whoever else is online, and they play as well. Typically, it's like 4 of all the 4 different characters Ruby, I can't remember their names, the RWBY girls, just all those 4 girls. They're red, white, yellow, and black. I'm sorry, I don't remember their names. I feel so awful. I said that I love the show, but I haven't watched it in like 3 months, and I haven't even watched the new season that came out. I'm so sorry. But it's really cool. But I like those kind of games. I like indie games. I like Town of Salem. I like Undertale, Her Story, just all those things. I really enjoy that. Shovel Knight. I love those things, and I think that that's what I kind of been leaning towards my channel being, kind of being more of an independent game player. I just played a game called Emily is Away, and that's a great game too. I really enjoy it. It's a really cool, interesting story, and I was able to talk about how relationships are and everything from that, and that's cool. I think that developers should make more games that like make you think more rather than just going out and shooting something. I want a game that makes me think about life, and I want a game that's going to like impact me on a deep level, and I feel that indie games really do that for me. So I'm really excited about like all the new games that will be coming out soon. But I also am like constantly looking for like games that like suddenly pop up, and then people are like, huh, that's kind of interesting. And so I'll try it out, and then I'll say, hey, yeah, that is interesting. And I'll talk about it with my brothers and talk about it with this channel and everything. So yeah, anyways, back to Game Awards. Totally digressed. I think that the Game Awards was really cool seeing that indie games, see, I had a reason that I brought up indie games. Indie games were in this. Like the game Her Story which is made by, oh goodness, what's his name? Hold on just a second. Let me see. His name was Sam something. Let me see. Um, Sam Barlow. And the person who was the actress who did the like main person, her name was Vivia Seifert, Seifert. Like she had like a British accent, so it's I don't know how to pronounce her last name. Sorry, girl. But she was pretty cool in that. Um, she was very respectful that Sam Barlow wasn't there to get the award for Best Narrative, so she went up and she got the award and she read his speech that he wrote, which I think is very nice of her. And it's really cool that indie games are getting recognition. Like Undertale was in the category as well um, for Best RPG, which is like amazing. I think it should have also maybe put under there for like the best soundtrack, but I totally understand that it wasn't because it's not really known for that, like by other people outside of regular like video games. Like they think of like huge scores, like Metal Gear Solid, which won. I totally understand why it won. But Undertale has a very nice, beautiful soundtrack. It was written by Toby Fox, and he is amazing. I've probably talked about this before. Toby Fox is like amazing. I'm so like, oh, I can't believe how good he is. But I really enjoyed the Game Awards, as you probably can tell since I haven't talked about it that much. I keep going back to indie games. I was just very excited for that. Rocket League, also an indie game, was brought up as well as, oh, what were they? The best independent game, and I think the best racing game was put up there. I think something like that, which was kind of interesting. It was like a sports game, basically. That was pretty cool too. I think that a lot of cool stuff was on that. I think the Game Awards were like really, really fun and exciting and interesting. I thought that it was very well done. I mean, it's only been out for 2 years now. Like this is the second annual one, and it's pretty legit. I think that it's a little bit interesting. They're kind of like having themes and like transitions between stuff, showing the nominees and everything. It feels like the kind of stuff that you would see like the Oscars, but not as like the best. But it's still it's professional, and I really appreciate that. I appreciate their jargon, that they understood what gamer jargon is, like RPGs and such, and it was pretty cool seeing like just a whole celebration of video games. Oh, and there was one thing that I totally wanted to say. I remember now. Oh, there was this awesome speech given by the person who is the trending gamer, I think is what the award was called. Let me just find it very quickly. Yeah, the trending gamer. This was very, very interesting for me because the winner of this was Greg Miller, and he was going up against like top dogs like Markiplier, PewDiePie, and Total Biscuit, awesome gamers. But Greg Miller is more like he does play some games, but he's more of like a video game journalist, and that's really cool. He doesn't have as much of a following than these other peoples who have like millions of subscribers, and yet he won, and I'm like, yes, go dude, awesome for you. And he gave a great speech where he was like talking about how people like he's encouraging people who make games, who make content like about games, and all these different like groups of people who are there watching the Game Awards. And he's like encouraging people to like keep on doing it, that you're going to do it and there are going to be haters and then it's going to be hard and difficult and you're going to want to quit, but you shouldn't quit because it's like very important for you as a person, because it's so rewarding. If it's something that you love to do, do it. You need to do it. And like, especially this one line. It comes down every day, somebody says, is this worth it? And I want you to know that on behalf of the millions of lives you've changed, it is worth it. And I wanted to cry right there because I like 2 weeks ago I released a vlog saying like how hard this is for me because I'm like, I don't know what I should be doing. I don't know if I can do this. Like, if I'm not going to get any kind of recognition, should I even be doing this? Because I want to make sure that what I'm doing, it's benefiting people. Um, I don't want to just be wasting my energy on something. But him saying that, he's basically saying, you need to do this. Like, I know I don't have millions of people that I'm influencing, but he's not influencing millions either. Except for now, he is. But, when he was doing it, he didn't have that much of a following, and yet he kept on doing it. He has this studio in his apartment, and he has it pretty professionally. Like, he has a corner and a table, and then he has 3 mics, and people are talking, and it's pretty professionally done, like good quality and everything. He has a good green screen, which, by the way, if you haven't seen him, like, check out one of his like gameplays. Like, I think I watched a little bit of Fallout 4 of him like playing it. His green screen is really amazing. I see so many gamers doing green screen and they end up kind of like messing it up. Like, they're like disappearing in and out of it. His looked like flawless and beautiful. And I'm like, dude, you know what you're doing. And I think that you should keep on doing this. Even though you're not getting as much recognition, well, probably now he will, but even though he wasn't getting that much recognition at that time, he definitely, he's doing so much good. And it's beautiful and gorgeous, and I wish, like, I wish that the quality of what you do is equal to how much recognition you get. I wish that was the way that the world worked, but it doesn't. I mean, eventually it did come around to him, and he got this award of the trending gamer, and now everybody knows about him. But I mean, it was a really inspiring speech for me personally to watch that, and it's encouraging me more to like really keep on doing these videos because this is something I love, and I hope that eventually I would be able to change lives. If not, that's fine. I want to do this because I really love games, and I finally figured out like what I want to do with this channel. Like, I want to do indie games, and I think that's going to be great and fun and exciting. And just look at my face. Like, seriously, I'm excited for this. I'm so happy. And that's what matters here. That I'm feeling alive. I feel this passion burning inside of me as I'm doing these videos. And when I'm editing it, oh my gosh, I wish I could like show my face when I'm like editing. Like, I'm like having a good time as I'm editing and everything. It's really good and rewarding in and of itself. I mean, I know that I would love it if people like saw my videos and like commented and shared it and everything, but right now it's a really fun process, just kind of living in the moment and just living in my work, and I like that. So I'm definitely going to keep on doing this. Thank you, Greg Miller, so much for being a light and inspiration to other video creators. Thank you so much for what you do. I hope that you will keep on doing it for a very, very long time. I'm watching your videos now. I'm keeping up with you, so thank you so much. Yeah, Game Awards was really good for me. I enjoyed it so much. My brother and I, during it, we were like texting back and forth. It's like, OMG, this person voted. Oh, wow, I didn't expect that. And who's this? And we're trying to figure things out. Like, oh, Telltale Games. They like showed that they're bringing out 2 games. Batman, which I'm like, yes, that makes so much sense. And then Walking Dead, Michonne. And I'm like, oh, yes, I love it. Like, seriously, I love it. I'm gonna play that game. I might play it on this channel because I like really, really love the Walking Dead series so much. I'm so happy for that. It's going to be so exciting. I can't wait for this new game that will be coming out, which won the most anticipated game of the year, No Man's Sky. I don't know if I would like have it on this channel. Maybe I'll just do one episode to kind of show y'all how awesome it is. But I'm like so excited for that. And all this. It was a very good night, and I enjoyed it so much. Yeah. Anyways, I guess that's kind of it. I'll kind of stop like ranting about how much I loved it. So yeah, you can go ahead and check out my pages in the description below. Thank you for watching my videos so much. And yeah, keep on watching. I have more videos coming out. I might release 3 games this week because I've been kind of productive lately, so that's exciting. Don't expect it all the time. Like, seriously, I am still planning only 2, but this week you'll probably see 3. And maybe the week after you'll see 3 as well. As I'm finding time to be able to do these, and it's very fun and exciting. Anyways, thank you for watching. Alright, bye-bye!